No changes. I mean, is that just about continuing continuity, and you must be liking what you're seeing from the 17?
Yeah, definitely. I think last week we're pretty close. We didn't get the 2 points, but I think for probably 60 of the 70 minutes we were in there with a good fight, and the girls tried really hard, and I think we did a lot of good work early. Just couldn't quite ice it at the end, and probably need to learn to be a little bit more adaptable when the game changes. We need to be a bit more direct, and that's something we've spoken about. So I think overarching, we've got a 17 or 18 that we believe are the right people, but just need to make some tweaks.
Must be pretty exciting to work with, young side with Indy Bulldogs in a second or third game. Same with Trinity. That you were able to push the Roosters you're leading after 40 minutes and then pushing them to 50 odd minutes.
Yeah, they're the future, those girls. You throw in Casey Ray and Ella Costa, Charlotte Basham, these sort of girls. So, we want to win this year. We want to win, more games than we lose, of course. But I've also, firmly focused on the future and knowing that if we can keep this group together, give them some confidence, and the weekend is that. The weekend showed that although we didn't get the win, it shows that we can mix it with the premiers and with a really young squad, like you say. So, it's a pretty exciting future here.
A lot of Dragons old girls that are over at the Bulldogs now. Is that a point of motivation for you, or do you mention that much during the week?
Look, some of the girls have sort of touched on it, but for me, that's sort of got nothing to do with me. I wasn't here last year, and I don't really know those girls. So for me, I just look at the opportunity to get the 2 points this week. I think it's a very winnable game. The Bulldogs have started really well. They're very physical, but I feel like there's some opportunities for us to play our footy and expose some of their weaknesses. So we've still got to do that, and it'll unfold tomorrow.
Just on last week, probably a bit unfortunate to lose Hannah in that period at the end. Do you think the game could have played out differently if you weren't, the play down?
Yeah, I think it was a shame for the spectacle of the match, and I said that to the NRL that it didn't allow the grandstand finish. And look, do we win last week? Who knows? No one will ever know. But I just feel like that opportunity was taken away from us with that particular decision, and I think all the media around it post the game supports our view that it wasn't a sin bin. Look, I can wear the penalty, but I don't think it was a sin bin, and I'll stand by that. But shame for the spectacle. No one will ever know if we win that game or not, but I do know that it certainly goes down to the wire if Hannah stays on.
And this week, Bulldogs, first season for them to come out firing. What have you made of their performances so far?
Terrific. Really physical, typical Bulldogs type team. A lot of grit, a lot of determination. They scrap for everything. They don't give you anything easy. So we're going to have to go out there tomorrow and earn that. Not going to be easy. They're going to fight for everything, like I said. So we know the style of footy that we want to play, and I'm pretty confident we can come away with a win tomorrow.
And defence has probably been one of their greatest strengths as well in these last 2 games. How do you kind of go into that and plan for it?
Yeah, look, I think it certainly has been. Tech is a big out for them in the front row, of course. So I feel like they're very physical and strong in their defence through the middle. I do see some opportunities on their edges with some inexperience on their edges. So hopefully we can execute our game plan and ask some questions on the edges.
And Trinity and Alexis, have you had a bit of a chat to her about maybe firing up some of those backyard battles?
Definitely. Trin's pretty excited. Nothing, as you guys have probably seen, nothing really phases Trin. So she's a great character, and she's probably wise beyond her years as well. So I don't need too much firing up at Trin. She's pretty good at that herself.
And last one I got is, how important is it to start this sort of period of away games with a win, and then get you on a bit of a roll, especially after the loss you had?
Yeah, the weekend's a big game for us. I know it's only round 3, and I'm not going to call it a must-win, but I'm sort of feeling like this is a really important game for our season. I think if we can be 2 wins from 3 to start the season, that'd be something that these girls haven't done in a number of years, and I think confidence is already high, and I think that'd just elevate that confidence even further. So tomorrow's a big one for us, and we're going to treat it accordingly.
Would you say it kind of sets the tone for the season?
Definitely. I think, with only 11 rounds and top 6 this year, I think if you can string 3 or 4 games together, you're well entrenched in that top 6. And, on for and against, we've done a good enough job at the moment, albeit after 2 rounds, that we're sitting in that top 6 already, and a good win tomorrow entrenches us in there. But that's all ahead of us, and we're going to go do the business tomorrow.